We're going to get into your new book in a moment, but I also want to just make note of the fact that you have written other books as well. So I would love for you to just tell us a little bit about some of the other books you've written and what those books are about.
Well, when I was at Yum Brands, the favorite thing I did was teach my leadership program, and it was called Taking People With You. And I would have everybody come in the organization, bring their number one thing that they were working on. I called it the single biggest thing that you could do to grow Yum Brands. And then I took them through what was my leadership process, what your mindset should be, what, how to develop a plan, strategy, structure, culture, how to follow through. The program is called Taking People With You. And when I did it, it was the most joyful thing for me that I did, because I loved giving what I knew to other people. I wanted to scale it. I taught it to 4,000 people in the company, so I wanted to scale it. So I wrote a book called Taking People With You, The Only Way to Make Big Things Happen. It became a New York Times bestseller, but I scaled it. It was produced in 8 different languages, and we gave it to restaurant managers all around the world, so I could take the basic tenets and get them into their hands. Then, just when I decided to move on from Yum Brands, I really wanted to make recognition a big driver that I could teach the world about, because I had a lot of success recognizing people and having fun doing it. I gave rubber chickens to people when I was at KFC, cheese heads to people when I was at Pizza Hut, and when I was CEO of Yum Brands, I gave away these walk the talk teeth, and you mentioned, we were talking about India just before we came on the show. If you go to India, the general manager of India is going to have his own personal recognition award, and it's spread all around the world. Everybody recognized people, and we made it our number one cultural driver. And so I wrote a book, and I did it in parable form. It was called Oh Great One, a little story about the awesome power of recognition. And it's a parable about this guy who's becomes CEO of this company called Happy Face Toy Company. He goes there, and nobody's happy, and the reason why is they don't feel appreciated for what they do. And so he goes about and building a culture recognition. And it's all my experiences that I had building Yum Brands and working up the ladder, all those experiences put into a book in a parable form. And I love the book, and a lot of other people did too. And it's a great story. And then we're going to talk about taking charge of you.
Yep, we will talk about that. Just getting back to your book on recognition, and from what you found, what is it that you found about recognition and how it actually impacts business results?
I studied all the great companies, and all the great companies, the single biggest thing that they talk about that drives their success is creating a culture where everyone counts. So what recognition does is recognition says that you're watching, okay? That what you do really matters. Now, what I really believe in, Vishali, is purposeful recognition. So what we did is we figured out what were the characteristics, what were the behaviors that drove the top performance in our restaurants. And then what we did is we recognized those behaviors. So I didn't just do recognition in a willy-nilly way. I did it in a purposeful way. It was purposeful recognition. And one of the things that we learned is that if you want customer focus and you recognize it, you'll get more of it, okay? If you want innovation and ideas, if you recognize the people that really do that, you'll get more of it. So I really believe that the recognition culture was the biggest driver of Yum's success. And we took our market cap from $4 billion to $32 billion. But if you talk to people why we did it, they'll tell you the thing that made Yum special was our recognition culture, because it showed we valued people, we appreciated people. And by the way, it created an environment of fun. And there's nothing better than when you can go to work hard, do all you need to do, but have a good time doing it. And so we had everything from roving recognition bands to our personal recognition awards. We displayed all of our recognition awards in the hallways. We did everything we could to really drive that as an important thing that was critical. We also built it into our individual development planning process, our 360-degree feedback process, our annual review process. If you didn't have the soft skills to drive hard results, you did not succeed as the leader in our company. That's why it all worked. It wasn't just, hey, I'm going to be nice to people and just recognize them. No, it was very purposeful, and we viewed it as a powerful mechanism to really motivate and inspire people to get the results you have to grow the business.